Look there, he's passed out in his room. That's good, by the way.
You drinking on the job, Evans?
Yeah. That's what we used to do back in the old days.
A little safe beauty. Jamie? Kara?
Wasn't the safe beauty one that always causes trouble?
No.
For me.
Causes trouble for you. Not for me. Hello, ACNC12. Megan? Ryan? My man. Evelyn? Joe? My man. Jacob? My man.
How many men do you have?
A lot of men. This is turning into a men's group. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. That's what Julie said.
I'm going to tell you. Stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Abe.
This is leftover, reheated.
I thought you were Red Mountain. I thought you were an endorser of Red Mountain.
Why would you do that?
Oh, hello, Rhonda. Hey, I was in there stuffing my face with it too. Of course, I'm not getting paid to endorse it.
It's really not funny. I really don't think it's funny.
Hello, Cliff.
I don't do stuff on that, do you?
Oh, sorry about it. You were the one that brought it up.
I didn't bring it up.
Oh. Not a sponsor of the podcast. Hello, Leanne. All right. What do you think, babe?
I'm ready whenever you are.
Are you through
Got you.
having a picnic? Having a little picnic? Picnic. Wow. A long time. Hell, Tommy Jean. What about Tommy Jean? Chopped liver?
Hey, Tommy Jean.
That's
Tommy Jean's my best friend since 5th grade.
right.
She only wants the best for me.
What does that mean?
She doesn't throw me under the bus.
It's not even throwing anybody under the bus. Hold, please.
I'll tell you, cupcake wine, not bad for a cheap bottle of wine either. And it's a screw top.
I got nothing. Let's keep our friends entertained while I'm doing
I
this.
can't see from that far. I can't see.
Here I said it's worse than mine.
I didn't say I didn't want you here, Safe Beauty. I asked if you were the troublemaker. You know it. Love my... Oh, hey, Tommy. Yeah. That is the famous Tommy Jean. I can't see worth a crap.
Do you need cheaters?
Hey, Anna, Masi. Well, I'm just waiting for you now. They still have stuffed crust? Yes. Domino's. No, not Domino's. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. Yeah, it's really good. They sell garlic sauce? That's at Papa John's. Right? Does Tommy Jean know Cosmo Brockington? Tommy Jean, do you remember Cosmo Brockington? Do you remember him? Because he was our next, well, he was 2 doors down growing up in Parkwood. But I don't know. I guess Tommy Jean would remember him. In fact, you remember.
Fans on. There we go. All right. I think we have conditions.
I'm ready.
Conditions are optimal.
So Tommy Jean sort of kind of remembers him. Yeah, he was more my brother Ryan's friend. Tommy Jean lived across town, so she didn't really come over to my house very much.
Who didn't?
Tommy Jean. Until,
really?
we were older. And then I think I still went probably to her house more than she came to mine, probably. I'm guessing. I don't know. I just love going to her mom's house.
Tommy Jean's house?
We laugh. So funny.
All right, babe.
Okay, ready? Is it recording? Test 1, 2.
Gotta do a sound check.
2. Test. Am I off the charts or is that good?
Do it again?
Test 1, 2. Test.
Oh, okay. We're switched this time. That's okay. Helda Cockenmahan. Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Helda.
That's just
Helda
blatant.
Cockenmahan. Helda Cockenmahan.
That's just blatant.
Helda Cockenmahan.
All right. Blatant. As Julie would say, that's just vulgar and lewd.
Vulgar.
Welcome to another quarantine episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kelly Raspberry, Quarantine Evans, along with my husband, Alan, Social Distancing Evans.
Hello, Melon. Hey, Trey. In the house. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
Oh, man.
Oh.
We
finished it.
We did. Well, we've been finished with Tiger King.
Yeah,
but that's if you have not watched Tiger King, why are you waiting?
I mean, everyone's seen it by now.
At this point, you're just being obstinate. If you have, or you don't have Netflix. But they're actually having a new episode coming out this week.
That's what old
Jeff Lowe,
Jeff Lowe,
who ended up stealing the Tiger King zoo from him, possibly setting him up to take the fall and setting up, putting that thought in his head to hire a hitman. I don't know what's going to Jeff Lowe.
Lewd?
Oh, extremely lewd. Yeah.
Why? Why would you say that?
Well, yeah, he's a swinger.
That doesn't make him lewd.
And he hired a nanny to raise his baby, specifically one that he could also swing with.
Now that's lewd.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So anyway, not that we judge, because apparently we have a huge audience of swingers that listen to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'.
Huge.
It comes up far too often.
It does come up a lot.
But anyway, apparently he was doing a cameo. You can, if you have huge Tiger King fans and maybe somebody's birthday or something, you just want to surprise them in quarantine, because let's be honest, we need some cheering up sometimes. You can hire my husband, Alan Evans, to do a cameo for you.
At pennies on the dollar.
It's not expensive.
No, I'm not.
Now, Alan donates 100% of that money to Operation Once in a Lifetime.
100% of all proceeds.
Which is a charity that grants wishes to members of the military. I have not done cameo. I don't know. Should I? Because I'll be honest. Part of me wants to keep the money.
You could get a little side hustle going on Cameo, I think.
I know, but it looks bad.
Why does it look bad?
Because if you're giving all your money, but I'm keeping mine, that looks bad. Right?
Well, first of all, they don't know how much you're making or how much I'm making. It could be nothing.
Well, they pay. There's a fee.
Yeah.
How much is you? How much is you?
It's like
how much are you?
$15.
Yeah. So maybe.
You just want to get out there and humiliate me, because your fee would be much more than $15.
Probably 20. It would
be more than 20.
It wouldn't be. I promise you it wouldn't be. But anyway, Jeff Lowe is doing it. If you want to support him, I know it's fun to like these people and be entertained by them, but do you really want to support this man? I don't know. But you can hire him to do a cameo. There's probably quite a few people from Tiger King that'll do a cameo, I'm guessing. What about husband number 2 that got his teeth fixed?
Joe Exotic, if he was not in jail,
but he's also been.
He could make $1 million freaking dollars on Cameo.
But he's been a horrible human being, and I'm telling you, the podcast goes deeper than what Netflix did.
Well, they were all horrible human beings,
but there's more that didn't
except
come out of the documentary.
Well, except for Saf.
Saf, I bet, does cameos. Who wouldn't want Saf, who got her arm ripped off and still had a whatever attitude about it?
Yeah, whatever. Got my arm ripped off. I got another arm.
Had to go back to work, so Joe didn't look bad.
I'm gonna go roll back into work 5 days.
Who doesn't want an employee like that?
Hire Saf.
So anyway, that's something you can do with your money, while you're entertaining yourself during quarantine.
Remember the tall dude, babe, that didn't have legs?
Yes. He left his wife, and he said he's so much happier just living in his trailer by himself.
Apparently, some of my old homegirls and homeboys back in Burnt Burnett, Texas, told me he lives in Burnt Burnett, Texas.
Maybe he does cameos.
Where I went to high school.
Maybe he does cameos.
And his children apparently they go to the high school I went to.
How about that?
I don't know if they're out of high school or not, but that's what one of my old
And
homegirls
people,
told me.
he said, assumed he lost his legs in a tiger accident, but not the case.
He lost them ziplining. That's what he said.
Isn't that crazy?
How do you lose your legs ziplining?
I guess you get caught up in the zip line. Or maybe you come in too hard and land wrong, and maybe it was, I don't know.
Oof.
Maybe you had an irreparable break and then gangrene set in. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons.
Gangrene. There's a word
It
that's
can
never
happen.
been said on the podcast before.
So anyway,
but this podcast isn't going to be
cameos.
about
No.
gangrene.
It's about keeping yourself entertained during quarantine. Alan's given me a list of things to do, which I have done because I am a subservient, obedient wife. I've also been doing jigsaw puzzles. I've been doing those. And I'll tell you the thing about jigsaw puzzles.
What do you got about jigsaw puzzles?
I found them stashed in our daughter's closet. I'm like, okay, I'm going to pull these out because I need to do something. I just need to do something. And I don't want to be on, my phone all day. And I started doing jigsaw puzzles. The first one was 500 pieces. There were 2 missing. The second one was 1,000 pieces. There was 1 piece missing. You know how frustrating that is?
There's not a Lego set, a jigsaw puzzle, a board game, a deck of cards.
Anything in this house.
Anything in this house that it's a complete set.
Not a deck of cards.
So if that's the case,
Nothing.
where are all those things?
No.
What happens to them?
I don't know. I think you might be pulling my leg. Did you go about and just like when nobody was looking, take a piece of puzzle?
Why would I do that?
Just to screw with me.
Well, I can do that in a lot of different ways. But I wouldn't
Yeah.
take a piece of your puzzle. Why would
So
I
I'm
do
going to
that?
order. My daughter really kind of got into it. My daughter, man, let me tell you, anytime you can get a 13-year-old to come out of her funny hole and to get off her phone, she actually got downstairs and worked on the jigsaw puzzles with me for a little bit. That was pretty cool.
Your chances
So-
of seeing a grizzly bear in the winter are better than seeing Emma Kelly.
She actually came down tonight. I was working on some stuff for the Kid Craddock morning show that I have to do tomorrow. And she said, "Are you
Nationally
ordering
syndicated.
nationally syndicated? Drop that dime." She said, have you ordered more puzzles?" So she wants me to go and order more. And she says she wants the thousands.
I told Kelly I'm going to order them a hard one though. They were doing these easy.
That was hard.
They're doing these easy
It
ones.
was not easy.
But had lots of colors and stuff. I'm going to order you one that's like
It was the
all
entire-
one color.
No, the entire background was pale pink, and then it had cats on it.
All the cats
You
were
saw the
different.
picture.
I think
the
it
cats
was
were all
easy.
different, but the pinks were hard.
I could have thrown that thing together in an hour.
Competition. I'll order 2 of the same set.
No,
I'll order 2 of
you'll
the
beat
same
me.
jigsaw
No, I'm not
puzzle.
a good puzzle builder. I'm really not.
There you go. So that's what I've been doing. Alan continues to draw.
Oh, that's all I do nowadays.
Yeah.
Is just draw.
You've gotten gorier. You're starting to draw.
How am I
your
gotten
subjects
gorier?
Are these evil-looking faces with
Mhm.
eyes going in different directions and snakes and forked tongues?
They're
and-
Japanese masks.
Well, they're scary. I like
Well,
that. What happened to the pretty
What
ones?
do you want me to draw?
I'm just saying you're
What would you
going-
rather me draw?
Pretty things.
Like butterflies?
But you're going towards this evil mask series.
Mhm. It's what's really in my head.
Is that because you just had it with me in quarantine?
No, I haven't had it with you in quarantine. And in fact, we're going to play a quarantine game today. It's not really a game, but it's get to know Kelly and Alan in quarantine.
Okay.
So I have a list of, and people love lists, but what's the matter, babe? Are you
Is that-
warm?
why is the
Are you
fan off?
warm?
Can you turn the fan
Here,
off?
hold on. Let's stop down and let's turn on the fan for Kelly.
It's very warm. in here.
Yeah, she was
Thank you, honey.
she was fanning herself.
Well, I was doing it silently, so
There
you
we
could just
go.
turn it on and make your wife more comfortable.
There we go. How's that?
That's much
You
better.
better?
Thank you.
Okay,
There's some
good.
circulation.
Good.
Nice.
There you go. Make sure we're comfortable.
Thank you.
We're
I
comfortable.
like comfort.
Yes.
I know I'm really crazy like that, but I like to be comfortable.
Okay, so I put together a list of questions here, and I want you to just
Oh.
answer them.
Wait, just a minute. Feel that breeze. Doesn't that feel good?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Should we do this podcast
Yeah, I'm
at
ready.
another time?
No, I'm comfortable
okay.
now.
Okay, good. Okay. Have you shopped Amazon more than usual?
Not more than usual. I'm always shopping.
Not
on
more than
Amazon.
usual?
I'm always on Amazon.
Boy, I tell you, our neighbors have.
Yeah.
That freaking truck is running around here several times a day, every day.
Yeah, we had 2 in the neighborhood, like face to face the other day.
Yeah.
Both of them doing drop offs. But I mean, I'm a typical Amazon. I mean, I do a lot of Christmas and stuff. I mean, maybe Maybe a little bit more than average. Sure. Yes.
Ordered any toilet paper?
I have not.
Okay. Have you had more
In
screen?
fact, I went to, I had to go to the store and there was plenty of toilet paper today.
Have you had more screen time?
I think my cell phone screen time has been down.
Mine has too.
Yeah.
My screen time has been down, which is interesting because we're home more.
Yeah.
But I guess it's because we're keeping ourselves busy.
We are jigsaw puzzles, cleaning out closets, walking the dog,
Drawing evil characters.
I'm on my cell phone to listen to podcasts mostly and to play Best Fiends.
That's friends without the R.
Bestfiends.com.
Have you forgot what day it is?
Yes, I have.
I have too. Listener, have you forgot what day it is? I have no idea what today is.
Today is Monday.
But if you asked me, if you put a gun to my head and said, tell me the date, shoot me. I got nothing. What's today?
April 6th.
April 6th.
As we're recording, of course, this podcast will be available on April 7th.
Okay. Have you sung out the window?
No. Everybody's trying to start a viral video singing Bon Jovi and Lean on Me and
The
all
guy
that.
who wrote Lean on Me, he just kicked it.
Did Bill Withers write that?
Yeah. He's dead.
Oh man, because
Just a few days ago.
Well, he wrote "Lovely Day," and that's one of my favorite memories of my daughter sitting in the back seat when she was too small to ride in the front seat, and I'd play "Lovely Day," and we both try to hold that long note at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. That's good memories we have. Thank you, Bill Withers, for that.
Chris Farley moment there. Have you worn a mask in public yet?
I have not. I toyed with the idea today. I had to run. We were out of water. We like bottled water. And I had to help the Easter Bunny out just a little bit. He asked for my help. For those of you children listening to the podcast, every once in a while, if the Easter Bunny needs help, he calls Kelly Raspberry Evans. And you know what? Coronavirus don't stop Easter Bunny. But he said, Kelly, coronavirus has slowed me down a little bit. Help. So I had to go out and help the Easter Bunny. And there were a lot of people wearing makeshift masks.
Mm-hmm.
I saw one man who, out of the corner of my eye, I thought, is he wearing a pig mask? Because I had to do a double take. He had the homemade, like a bandana just around his nose, but his mouth was exposed.
That's helpful.
Doesn't it have to be your mouth and your nose covered?
I believe so.
But everybody's doing makeshift masks. I
know how to make one. I showed Kelly how to make one.
And I saw everybody, on social media, you do it with a bandana and rubber bands. But I took my scarf and I thought about it and I kind of held it up over my face a couple times, but then I didn't do it.
Okay. Speaking of scarves, could you identify Dr. Burks by sight?
Probably. If she doesn't have a collection of scarves.
She's throwing down the Hermes, though, babe.
She needs to start her own Etsy store of scarves because every day it's another scarf.
Well, she's a doctor. She's throwing the Hermes and the braided down and all those.
Side hustle.
Could you identify Dr. Fauci by sight?
Yes.
Do you think he's the most sexiest man in America?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
That would be you.
Thank you, babe. Have you shared a coronavirus meme?
I did one, yes. The one about where the governor was canceling our alcohol sales.
Okay.
I think that might. If I've shared another one, I'm not certain I have. I have a couple of friends who over meme. I mean,
what about does your husband over meme?
Not to me. You might be over meming. You do it on social media. I
tag you in everything I do.
Yeah, but you don't. I'm talking about people that text me memes.
Oh no! I'm talking about sharing memes on social media.
I'm talking about texting friends.
They'll text you memes? Why don't they just share them on social media?
It is non-stop. This one friend.
Who? Usual cast of characters?
No. She will send me like 8 in a row. Boom, 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 boom. Like, but not spaced out like in one sitting. So just copies and pastes. And I love her. So I'm never going to. But you feel weird. Ha ha, exclamation point. Ha ha, exclamation point to all of them. Because you feel like you have to acknowledge all of them.
I've shared a bunch of them on social media. But I see like all the same ones. So I try to share ones that I haven't seen.
They look original.
Well, yeah, none of them are original.
Have you tried creating one?
Have I tried creating my own meme?
That's hard.
The only thing I could think of, I was thinking the other day, gosh, we've been inside the house so much. Now you know why dogs get so happy to go outside.
Yeah.
You could make a meme out of that, but
I saw that meme already.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Have you referred to the coronavirus as the Rona?
No.
Okay. Have you shared a workout
No.
on social media?
Oh, hell no.
Have you worked out?
Well, I've walked the dog. I'm going to start working out.
Okay.
Beachbody on demand.
There you go. Have you had drinks at home?
Right now, yes. I haven't been drinking more. It was so funny. Somebody
We had
shared
a happy hour.
Well, somebody shared a TikTok video of this man. He was so handsome. It was like a husband or whatever. He was walking around through his neighborhood, and it was garbage day and recycle day, and everybody had the tubs out for recycling, and every tub he passed was filled with empty wine and alcohol bottles. You're trying to get me closer to you?
No, you're good.
Every tub was filled, and he was just dying laughing, every neighbor. I don't know why we feel like we've been given permission to become alcoholics.
I guess because of the time.
It's like you're almost.
What did we do?
It's the weirdest state of mind, because a lot of people are homebodies, but it's different when you're told you have to stay home. That's a different mindset. And then a lot of people don't have to go to work. There are essential workers, and thank you for getting up and doing your jobs. We're so appreciative. But other people who don't have to go to work, you almost feel like, well, I can drink because I don't have to go to work. I don't know what it is. It's a weird mental state.
We had fun the other night. We did a purposeful happy hour, Friday night happy hour. Bar opened at 5:00. I made you a dirty martini.
Yeah, you did.
I posted the recipe on my Instagram. And I made me. I found the Coke Zero Orange Vanillas again.
Love them.
And I added a Crown Vanilla to that. And it was good.
That wasn't too much vanilla?
No, not for me. I like vanilla.
That's a lot of vanilla. Orange vanilla Coke and vanilla rum.
I like my drinks like I like
vanilla bourbon.
I like my drinks like I like my women.
Vanilla.
Have
you ever seen my legs whiter?
The answer to that is no.
I have never been this white in my life.
Guys, I'm looking at a piece of printer paper right now. It's a white sheet of printer paper. This printer paper has a tan compared to Kelly's legs.
Alan told me one of the things he found attractive about me, I guess because opposites attract, and he's very dark complected naturally. In the summer, he's just black. He liked my white skin.
Whoa, back up. What?
You tan so much.
What did you just say?
Oh, stop it.
I turn what?
You turn almost black in the summer. You get so dark. It's that Filipino blood.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Keep going.
Oh, why are you always trying to make me look bad? So anyway, my legs are the shade of white. I don't know. It's quarantine white. But to get back into a rhythm of, I used to at least do self-tanner at home when I couldn't go see my Bronze Babe Tans lady. I would do it myself at home. I don't even, why? Who am I showing my legs to?
Well, just me. You're so creamy. Now's the time too. I have a few more questions, but now's the time too to kind of experiment with that stuff.
Experiment with what?
Colors. Like, if I wanted to color my hair right now, this would be the best time to do it.
I did my own roots, and I did a great job. I mean, you can't even.
Yeah, great job. And I can't go get a haircut now. Like, my appointment with Connie was going to be Tuesday. Well, we can't do it. Her salon's closed.
You won't let me cut it though.
Guys, Kelly wants to cut my hair. Now,
I don't think it needs to be cut, honestly.
Well, at some point, it's going to need to be cut.
I can do it.
Kelly and I
shaved the dog's butt today.
Kelly and I get in these big fights whenever she always wants to pop zips on my back.
I want to groom him. I want to groom him.
And when she does it, she takes my tool, and it's almost like she's digging an ice pick, in my back.
That's how you get it out.
And every time she does that, we end up getting in a fight. So now she's saying, hey, I could cut your hair. And I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. I'm going to let you near me with clippers?
I think your hair looks really awesome right now. And you're scheduled for your appointment, which would have been tomorrow. And it's not necessary. You need to let your hair grow a little longer. I think it looks really good right now. And I know you don't even have it really fixed.
See, these are the things you don't hear, like when you're courting and dating. You don't hear, you need to grow your hair out some more.
I like it longer.
That's not what you hear.
What did you hear? I mean, what did I say? That it was not insulting at all.
I'm just trying to cause.
You're trying to pick a fight with me.
I'm trying to cause controversy.
I'm trying
to cause controversy. Okay. Have you screen grabbed your Zoom meeting and shared it on social media?
Yes.
You've done that?
Yeah. What was it? A Zoom? Yeah, I did.
Boy, people are doing the hell out of that.
I did it first, but there's no need to now. But I did it at first because it was a novelty.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
I need to do another one.
So you've answered yes to most of these. And then the last one I have is, have you started a post with, a lot of you have been asking me about this, so I'm going to do X. Like,
No.
Okay. Because everyone's an influencer now, you know.
Yes. Not me.
Well, no, you are, but I've noticed a lot of people do that. Well, a lot of people have been asking me about this, so I thought I'd do,
You know the little secret behind that, right?
What's that?
Nobody's asked.
No, nobody's asked. Right.
Nobody's asked.
Right.
But you're trying to sell something, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's
No,
fine.
nobody's asked me. When people ask me stuff, I usually just message them back. I get a lot of questions, and I wish I got paid for every time I have said what I'm about to say. Highlands Nerve Tonic. They're these little, homeopathic little dots, like little baby pills that you put under your tongue, and they melt so fast. They melt in like 5 seconds or less. There's hardly any taste to them whatsoever. Very, very subtle. Some might even say no taste. But you can give them to children, you can give them to pets, but it's a calming thing. It's homeopathic. And they also make Highlands restless leg stuff. I found out Highlands has a whole bunch of different things. But I use the Nerve Tonic when I have anxiety. I get shortness of breath sometimes, and you're having trouble sleep, a little bit under your tongue. And it's great. I don't get paid a dime.
I take a Patron shot. Okay, well, that was interesting. But
that's like, so I just messaged people back with that. And then people started asking me what color, because there's some redheads out there that wanted to do their own roots. And I told them, the Clairol root touch up. I go back and forth between R5 and R6. This, I think, is R6. So, I'll just answer if you ask me.
Random, speaking of people coming into the DMs, you remember how you guys were doing that contest on the nationally syndicated Give Credit Morning Show? Maybe you're still doing it. The what do you want? What do you need?
Yes, we're doing. It's a way to give away money. This is the thing, and people just want to hate on everything. And so basically, the contest is: tell us what you want. Tell us what you need.
So you asked me this question,
and you could win. And we were promoting the contest. So I told Alan, I said, tell me what you want, but it has to be $500 or less. Tell me what you need. It has to be $500 or less.
So my answers
and
were.
So we'll spin the wheel. You can win your want, your need, or you can win both.
So my answers were, I want, and Kelly has a phone in my face, so I'm kind of on the spot.
We're trying to give an example.
Yeah, so I'm like, I want Guns N' Roses tickets. And
right.
then she says, what do you need? And we're in the backyard, so I'm looking around, and I said, I need patio furniture.
Alan is convinced we need new patio furniture. We do not.
Well, I'm not really convinced. You were just asking me for the video, and I saw it, and I was like, okay, patio furniture. So I get this lady who rolls into my DMs. Alan, I can't believe how selfish you are.
I know.
Oh, 6 million people out of work, and all you can think of are Guns N' Roses tickets and patio furniture. What's the matter with you? You're so shallow, I'm unfollowing you. I'm like, whoa. Who took a big dump in your Wheaties?
I know.
What's your issue?
You.
Well,
you are her issue.
I guess
not
so.
Anymore.
She's
not unfollowed.
Not getting enough D at home or something.
Alan,
well,
that's not nice. You don't have to take it there.
Well, wasn't nice for her to roll into my DM.
It wasn't. People are very sensitive and quick
very sensitive
and quick to criticize.
Very sensitive.
But it's just a contest. We could just say we're giving away either $500 or $1,000, but they try to make it more interesting than that and make it fun. So
yeah,
there you go.
I thought it was fun and interesting.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's sort of like what we're doing. Living Spaces has given they've given us $1,000 gift card to give away. And you might be thinking, well, somebody's going to criticize everything we do. But we thought, it'd be a fun thing to do. A nice thing to do is to recognize one of the heroes in our lives right now.
I need a hero.
Now, when we posted a list of heroes, we immediately got slammed for not including X, Y, and Z.
What about the police officers?
So we were just making
What
a
about
list.
the
But anyway,
firefighters?
everybody's a hero that puts themselves out there on a daily basis.
What about the bankers?
Exactly. I'm sorry you weren't in the original list that we put out. But if you have someone,
Basically, everybody.
Well,
no, everybody that Alabama sings about in 40-hour week, you should have listed in that post.
I should have just put the lyrics. But if there's somebody that's gone above and beyond during this time of social distancing and quarantining, I would consider them a hero that probably deserves something nice to happen to them.
And this is outside of job occupation. It could be any hero.
Right.
Right?
Right. You want to bless somebody who's gone above and beyond. Maybe a neighbor who has gone around and single-handedly checked on every elderly person in the neighborhood.
Maybe there's the single mom that's lost her job and she has 3 kids at home.
She's not schooling them herself.
Yeah, she's not actually out like fighting the Rona, but that's a hero.
She's at home and she's homeschooling and she's making it work.
Right.
There are so many different shapes, forms, sizes of heroes right now. So we want you to go to podcast@kellyanddallin.com. Is that the correct email, honey?
Yes.
podcast@kellyanddallin.com, and tell us if you can in about 100 words or less. We'll forgive you if you go over just a little bit, but kind of keep it around 100 words or less because we're getting a lot of them. And just tell us who you'd like to nominate to receive a $1,000 gift card to livingspaces.com. It's a furniture company.
Spaces.
They have accessories, mattresses, outdoor furniture, whatever you need. You can go to livingspaces.com and start daydreaming. But yeah, we're accepting entries until midnight central on April the 14th. And we're going to announce the winner on the April 16th podcast.
All right.
So take care of that. If you forget any of what I've said, go to the Sandwiches and Lovin Instagram.
Entries are pouring in.
There you go.
As we speak.
As we speak. So go nominate a hero right now. Whoever your hero is.
I need a hero.
Whether we listed them in the description on Instagram or not. If they are a hero to you, they're a hero to me. You know who's a hero in these times? Stamps.com.
Stamps.com.
Because let me tell you, right now we're in social distancing, self-quarantining, and for everybody's sakes, we're trying to avoid human interaction at all costs. That's what's the beauty of Stamps.com. Because if you're a small business owner, if you have, things you've got to get out to your customers, you've got to keep your customers happy, especially now, right? Or if you're just somebody that wants to send out a lot of encouraging notes to people, you need stamps. You need to mail stuff. You need to mail packages. Stamps.com. Anything you can do at the post office, you can do with your printer, your computer, and with this scale we're going to tell you about in just a second, so you can measure, because you can mail any class of stamps, from little postcards up to big packages with Stamps.com. And you get it all ready. You could either have the mail carrier pick it up from you. You could schedule a free package pickup. Just leave it out, they'll get it. Or drop it in the mailbox. So no human contact is required. It's really simple. And with Stamps.com, you get great discounts, like 5 cents off every first class stamp, up to 40% off the normal shipping shipping rates. But listen to this. Stamps.com now offers UPS services with discount rates up to 62%. Did you hear that?
Not 60%.
That's crazy.
62%.
And you won't even have to pay UPS residential surcharges. So Stamps.com, especially now, it's a no-brainer. You're saving time and money, and they're keeping you safe in these crazy, uncertain times.
And right now, our listeners get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale without any long-term commitment. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in sandwich. That's Stamps.com, enter sandwich. Stay safe, my friends.
That's right. Stay safe, my friends, with Stamps.com.
It's new.
And you know what? It's these times.
Yeah.
Times are changing.
So we were started off by talking about all these things, kind of getting to know Kelly and Alan and what they are doing during the Rona crisis here. And one thing I've seen going around Facebook, and this happens from time to time, people will post unpopular opinions bit. What is an unpopular opinion that you have? So list 10 things that you don't like that everyone else seems to like. And I hardly ever participate in these types of things, but I saw this on Facebook, and all I could think of,
I'm getting in on this.
I'm getting in on this. And all I could think of was Elf. In fact, it's my number one. My
Alan,
number
I
one.
don't know why.
My number one is
Why?
because it's not funny.
It is funny.
Because it's not funny.
I think you waited too long to see it. Sort of like me with Something About Mary. Because by the time I saw it in the theater, it was like the day before it went to DVD. They were pulling it out of the theaters. And by that point, it had been built up so much for me that it, and I'd heard all the jokes. So it wasn't funny anymore. Is that the case? Did you see it in the theater or on DVD?
On DVD.
There,
Who's the actor that's in it?
Will Ferrell.
He's not funny.
Yes, he is.
No, he was in the net. He was in the net.
Alan.
Ricky Butthead's not funny.
Alan.
He was a Step Brothers, not funny. He's just not funny. I don't think he's funny.
He's very funny.
I don't think he's funny. Jeff
You're
Bridges,
wrong.
Jim Carrey, funny. Those guys are funny.
Well, again, like you said, it's an unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion. So that's my number one. And I asked Kelly to do hers. So
You want to go back and forth?
yeah. Oh, you want me to just do my 10?
Because there might, yeah.
And then we can discuss? Okay.
Whatever you think.
And some of these you've heard before, listener, if you know me.
Or I have, because I'm married to him.
Kelly knows most of them. Number 2 is The Masked Singer.
See, I don't know why this bothers you so much. Why can't you just accept it for what it is? Silly fun.
It reminds me of going to a cheesy karaoke bar and
But that's fun.
it's not fun when you're not drunk. Karaoke's fun when you're drunk.
Let's get drunk and watch
So
it.
I'm sitting there totally stone cold sober watching these people running around in these costumes.
Drink one of your old fashions
And we're
watch it.
trying to guess who's in the costume. I'm like, I don't like this. So don't like it. That's number 2. Number 3, bananas.
I know. I did not discover this about Alan until after we were married.
I like
Because we might not have made it down the aisle.
Bananas smell funny.
They smell delicious.
No, they smell like they're rotting to me. And then when you peel them, there's that string.
Yeah, you got to pull a string.
What's that string?
I don't know. Some sort of membrane. I don't know.
And then it's always awkward eating one. It's just a weird thing. I don't like it. It's a weird fruit. Is it a fruit?
It is a fruit.
Okay.
What could it possibly be?
Number 4, and my sister is such a fan of this, and I can't stand it. And I know a lot of people are fans of this. Sparkling water.
I don't like sparkling water.
What is the fascination with sparkling water?
I don't like sparkling water. I do not like sparkling water. I'm with you on that.
If I'm going to drink something carbonated, I want flavor.
Yes.
Why would I just drink something that has no flavor
It's so weird.
that's going to make me burp to high holy
It's
hell?
so weird. And it's weird drinking water out of a can, too.
Yeah.
That's weird. They served that on Southwest Airlines. They
Ugh.
had water in a can. I was like freaking out. And it wasn't sparkling water. It was regular water out of a can. It was so weird.
Out on the sparkling water. Okay.
I agree with you on that.
Number 5, casseroles. People love
See, you're
casseroles.
so wrong. Casserole is the ultimate comfort food. Ultimate. Put a can of cream of blank in it.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Meat,
not,
noodles, a few vegetables, cream of blank, and you got a casserole.
it's not cooking. If you disagree, email me at podcast@kellyandalan.com. It's not cooking.
My spaghetti casserole was a huge hit.
Let's throw a bunch of crap in
Spaghetti casserole was great.
Let's throw a bunch of crap in Corningware and bake it at 350
It's
for 20
delicious.
minutes.
I used to make a Mexican casserole, a Mexican dish, and Campbell Soup quit making the soup that I needed to make it with. I was devastated.
But I can hear you now, listener. You're saying, yeah, Alan, but you say you like broccoli and cheese. That's not a casserole.
It can be.
No, it's
You put
not.
you put it with some crackers. Yes.
Well, I don't like
You
it
put it with
like
some
that.
crackers in a sheet pan, and it becomes a casserole.
By definition, a casserole, in my definition, is 3 or more ingredients in a Corningware, and you take it to a potluck.
Broccoli, cheese, crackers, butter, cream.
Like ambrosia. And ambrosia falls under casseroles.
I don't know how, but
Number 6, snow.
well,
I don't like snow.
But it's so beautiful and magical until
Is
it
it?
turns slushy
And then it turns
gross.
slushy, and it's gray, and it's wet.
But it's
and
beautiful and clean and pure when it first falls.
not
It's
in
so
Texas.
gorgeous.
Not in Texas.
When it first falls.
And you can't drive
The
anywhere.
thing about Texas, it snows and then it goes away. It melts usually.
Yeah, and you can't ever make a "Do you want to build a snowman?" You
That's
can't ever build.
overrated.
You can't ever build one here.
Building snowmen are very overrated.
So on your list, you would have snowman.
I would now. It's got mud and sticks in it because there's this powder of snow and everyone wants to build a snowman. It's the nastiest.
And then there's always the a-hole who puts the carrot down on the bottom.
Yeah, that's you. That's you.
Wait a minute. 2 strawberry ale. Number 7, St. Patty's Day. What is the deal with St. Patty's Day?
It's an excuse to get drunk, and it's kind of getting warm, and so people can go outside and be drunk. That's all it is. People want to drink on patios.
I don't like Irish. I don't like Irish food. I'm sorry. I just don't like Irish food.
What part of Irish food do you not like?
Crocks of stuff and lots of potatoes and
What's wrong with potatoes?
anything Bennigan's used to serve. That's why they're out of business now, you know.
That Monte Cristo sandwich they used to have, was that Bennigan's? Or was that TGI Fridays? They had the Monte Cristo with the jelly on it.
I don't order.
Oh, that was so. It was a 5 million calories. It was so good. A sandwich.
Okay, and I don't get green beer either. That goes with St. Patty's Day, but.
Well, I don't drink beer, but what's the harm? Although I remember eating green popcorn on St. Patrick's Day, and then you pee blue.
Gross. Okay, number 8, Grease. Out.
He means the movie with John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John.
Out.
Well, I like Grease, and I'll tell you, I love Grease 2 as well with Michelle Pfeiffer and Matthew Caulfield. It is so good.
And you know why I think this is? It's because whenever you're with a group of people and you're somewhere like out in a restaurant or whatever, and then a song from Grease comes on, like you can
better wake shape up because I need a man.
Perfect example. You can be sitting there talking to somebody, and then all of a sudden, all the women, their heads go
You're
up.
The one that I want.
Yeah. All their heads go up like they're prairie dogs, and then they start all singing this in unison. And you're like, what in the hell is going on? Why are they doing that? Grease, don't like it.
It makes people happy. I'm going to change one of my answers now because that reminds me of something else. I might just make it number 11.
Okay. Number 9, Love is Blind.
See, you're wrong. That's just a good show.
Unpopular opinion.
You're
unpopular
wrong.
opinion.
You're unpopular.
Okay. I don't have to have a reason. I just don't like it. And then I actually have 11.
I just made 11 because I thought of one.
Okay. Well, my number 10, a lot of people love, and the raspberries are like this, leftovers.
I love leftovers. I was just eating leftover pizza before we came on the podcast tonight.
If there is one piece of steak left, a cube of steak,
save it.
Kelly's going to find the Tupperware that fits this little cube of steak.
The tiniest little Tupperwares up the great big bucket Tupperware. And some things just taste better left over.
I don't like leftovers.
Oh, you're wrong. But it's true. He won't eat them. And I'll sit there trying my best because I don't know how to cook for 2 people. I cook for an army, and I can't eat it. It goes bad because I'm just like nonstop trying to get it gone.
Unpopular opinions. And then tied with my number 10 leftovers is line dancing.
Well, I think if you were good at it, you would like it.
See, I think Kelly's right. I whenever like the wobble or the chicken dance or the Macarena, I'm at a wedding and these come on, and everyone's like, ah, and then they run out to the floor. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that.
And by the time you get the hang of it, the dance.
Yeah, right. And the whole time I'm going the wrong way. I'm bumping into people and I'm stepping on people's feet.
I'm not good at line dancing, but I do it because I am a good sport despite what other people think.
Okay, those are my 10 unpopular opinions.
This is an opinion I've had for decades, and I have expressed it on the Kid Craddock morning show, and I've gotten grief for it, but I don't get Mary J. Blige.
Who's that?
Are you kidding me?
Is she a singer?
Yes.
Does she sing anything I know?
No More Drama or something. She's like supposed to be the queen of hip hop soul or something.
Oh.
I've just never gotten
I've heard of her name.
Blige.
I know her name.
I just never gotten it. I don't know. I just never got Mary J. Blige.
You know, that would be me and Queen Latifah. I mean, I don't get Queen. I don't get her. I don't get why she's Queen Latifah.
Yeah, well, she was a rapper and now an actress.
Name one hit.
Well, I can't right now.
Exactly.
I can't right now.
You can name a Beatles hit.
And that's number 2 on my list.
Oh my gosh.
Beatles.
Oh my gosh.
Alan last night, as I'm sitting there putting together jigsaw puzzles,
you've got to be kidding
starts playing Beatles music. And I'm like, what is this even about?
It doesn't have to be about anything.
It's not about anything.
Yellow Submarine.
The Beatles.
Norwegian Wood.
That's it. He's like Norwegian wood. I don't even know. I'm like, what does this even mean?
Norwegian wood.
I get it. They have a couple of good songs.
Wow!
I just do not. I'm not a
Your
Beatles
dish is
fan.
good. This is a bit. You're so good.
I am not lying.
They have
I
a
don't
couple
get the Beatles.
of good songs.
In my opinion, I like a couple of their songs. I don't love the Beatles.
That
I don't.
is an unpopular opinion.
Number 3 on my list, turkey legs. When you go to the fair or any sporting event, everybody's walking around gnawing on a big, gigantic turkey leg. The thought of it right now makes my back of my throat quiver like I want to throw up. They're greasy. They're disgusting. They're tearing the flesh off of them. They are so gross.
And they're about 70 tickets.
Ugh.
And you know what else they'll make you do? They will make you burp and fart all day.
Another reason I don't like turkey. I'm not a fan of turkey
and
legs.
I speak from experience on that.
And people wait all year to go to the State Fair of Texas to get Fletcher's corny dog, funnel cake, and a turkey leg. I'm like, I am out on the turkey leg. Number 4 on my list, Avatar. I think that's one of the worst movies.
Wow.
I do not enjoy Avatar. I love the ride.
Unpopular opinion.
Let me tell you, it is worth getting the fast pass, whatever you have to do to ride it whenever the day comes that Disney World opens again.
The ride is badass.
But that movie, I know there was blue people, and there's some man that's a human that comes into the blue people world, and they ride these dragon-looking things.
That'd be Matt Damon.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it Matt Damon? I thought it was.
Oh, you're going to defend Avatar. You don't know who's in it.
It was Matt Damon. I thought Matt Damon was.
No, it wasn't. Was it Matt Damon?
I'm
See?
pretty sure.
Avatar. Not a good movie.
Studio audience, help us out on that. Was it Matt Damon? I think it was.
I am, okay.
It wasn't Matt Damon? Gosh, I thought it was Matt Damon.
I'm a Diet Pepsi girl. Through and through. I am not a fan of Diet Coke. Diet Coke to me tastes like it has vanilla foam in it. And again, my mouth wants to like, whoa. I go out with my girlfriends sometimes and they're like, do you have Diet Coke? And they say, no, we just have Diet Pepsi. Then I'll have water. And I've got friends like that. Well, guess what? Do you have Diet Pepsi? No. Then I'll have tea. I don't like Diet Coke. So I guess they're not going to be sponsoring the podcast. Number 6. What are you looking at me for?
I'm just listening. I like these.
People love the garlic butter dipping sauce at Papa John's. I'm not a fan.
Okay. Is that something a lot of people like?
They order extra.
Really?
Yes.
Papa John's.
The dipping sauce.
Yeah, Papa John. Luke?
I think he was. I don't remember what he did. I don't remember what he did, but I think he was. Number 7 on the list, Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Vegas fan. We've got a set of friends that every other weekend they take off for Vegas. They love it. We have people who gamble. Your parents, they would go to Vegas.
You have to like
they go to like Oklahoma.
They love to gamble.
But even so you go to Vegas, there's lights and stuff, and it's just like
there's lights
sensory
and stuff.
overload. And then if you go to shows, they're like $200 or $300 to get a ticket to see something. I don't want to gamble. I have $100 limit. When it's gone, it's gone. Then what do? I walk around. I'm not a Vegas girl.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. I'm burned out in Vegas.
Here's an unpopular opinion.
First time you got in a hot tub though was in Vegas.
Well, it wasn't the first time I got in. I got in the nasty because I was drinking and it was my birthday, and I got in that the pool.
Go shawty. Yeah.
Unpopular opinion. I agree with Rose about not letting Jack get on the floating door. I agree with her on that.
So
I know. Well, I agree with him for not getting on it.
So you're okay with the way Rose treated Jack?
I'm completely okay.
There was plenty of room, and you're okay with.
I'm okay with the way that played out.
Oh God, that's an unpopular opinion.
Number 9.
Yeah.
The Weeknd, and I mean the singer.
Yeah.
We already had Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Whoa.
I'm sorry. He sounds exactly like Michael Jackson. Why do we need Michael Jackson again? Just listen to more Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Number 10, Ben Stiller.
He's funny.
Irritates me.
No, he's funny.
Like, he is so annoying.
He's funny.
In Meet the Fockers, I wanted to punch him in the face because everything he did was stupid.
No.
And illogical.
That's
and irrational.
Why he's funny.
It's not funny. It's like, just put the damn ring in your pocket and get on the plane.
No.
Every problem resolved. He is the most annoying human being in the movies.
Well, that's how I feel
Ben
about
Stiller.
That's how I feel about Elf.
Ben Stiller. And number 11, because Alan reminded me when you were talking about karaoke, it gets on my last nerve when 15 drunk girls from a bachelorette party gets up.
Well, wait a second. This isn't pet peeves. This is
what
unpopular opinions.
But this is popular. So it's a popular thing.
What is it?
I don't like it. They get up and sing I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. It drives me nuts.
And there's a bunch of them?
Always.
Yeah.
And there's one microphone.
Right.
Maybe 2 if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And at least minimum 12 girls.
And they're screaming.
First I was afraid.
Yeah.
I was petrified.
Uh-huh.
I hate it.
You know what they
And it's the most popular song at any karaoke bar.
Yeah.
100% guarantee it's going to be played every karaoke night, and I'm not a fan.
And you know what they follow that up with?
Lean on Me?
No, something from Greece. And you know what they follow that up with?
What?
Something from Journey.
Yeah, Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah.
That's a hard one to sing,
Yeah.
too. So there you go.
Those are
You
good
can
ones.
be mad at me.
Those are good ones.
You can yell at me. You can cuss me. You can unfollow me on Instagram.
You can-
I don't care. They're my opinions.
You can call us selfish and shallow.
That's right. You can.
If you have any input on these lists, you can email us at podcast@kellyandallen.com.
If you still are listening at this point, if you're not so mad, you turned off the podcast, or you hit that little forward button and just skipped over everything we just said because you got so mad.
That was good. That was good stuff, man.
Was it, honey?
That was good content.
Well, we're recording this podcast on Monday night, and I'm wondering if we're going to record this podcast next Monday night as well. Because you know what next Monday night is? Yeah, you do. You're playing dumb.
Go, shawty. It's your birthday.
It's my
We're going to
birthday.
party like it's your birthday.
We are
We're
1
going to
week
drink Bacardi like it's your birthday.
Away from my birthday.
You
I
know,
have a
you don't
quarantine
give up.
birthday.
It's not your birthday.
Yeah. So I don't know if we're going to record this podcast. I know a lot of people like to get with us in the YouTube arena where we record the podcast live, typically on Monday nights and Wednesday nights. But next Monday night's my birthday. So we might be recording this on YouTube, our YouTube channel on Sunday night.
Okay.
If you want to join us then, possibly. Or, you know what? It's my birthday. And maybe I'd rather celebrate it with you, my podcast family.
Since it's your birthday, you can choose whatever you want.
Well, I've already
It's
chosen.
your day.
Alan said he wants to grill for me. And
If that's what you want.
yeah, I like that idea. And hopefully it's a nice night. And he's going to maybe turn on the little sauna and he's going to serve me martinis.
If
I
that's,
think that's what we're going to do.
if that's what you want, I'll be happy to do it.
I think that's what we're going to do.
Is that what you prefer?
That's what I prefer, I think.
Okay.
I think.
We'll do it.
Because what else can we do?
Nothing. We can't,
We can't do
nothing.
anything.
We can go to Walmart, or we go to Target, Tom Thumb, or Kroger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't. What did the Surgeon General lady, not the Surgeon General, the lady, she said she recommended if we could make one run every 2 weeks for the essentials, that would be for the best.
If you can consolidate your runs
consolidate.
into like once a week or once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks. I think we could do once a week.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could do once every 2 weeks.
And I'll tell you what, on a serious note, like I did go to Target and Walmart in the last couple of days, 3 or 4 days. And I'd say 3 out of 4 people, including the workers, are now wearing masks.
Yeah.
And gloves.
Yeah. But here's the thing about the gloves, and there was a doctor saying today, if you're wearing the gloves and you're still touching your face wearing the gloves, the germs are on the gloves. So the gloves are not like germ repellents. They're just keeping them from getting on your skin. So if you're wearing gloves out in public, that's great, but you've got to take the gloves off and dispose them, but you still have to avoid touching your face, mouth, whatever, orifice.
Whoa.
And because if you're just wearing gloves all day, you're just still spreading the germs if you're touching your face.
Orifice.
But, I was, I went out because the Easter Bunny needed my help and I needed water. And so I went out today, and some people working at the store, everybody was wearing gloves that I saw, but some of the workers wearing masks, some not wearing masks. I saw a lot of plastic shields are now going up between the cashier and the customer. I bet those are going to stay up post coronavirus. I think a lot of changes are going to, be coming from coronavirus. I know a friend of mine today I just talked to lost his job just now. They were doing a lot of cutbacks from, just everything's changing and a lot of uncertainty. But, we're going to get through it. If we, a month ago, we had no idea this is going to be happening, right? So here's my coping mechanism that I had.
I was in an RV.
Right? This is my coping mechanism I had when I was a kid. It may or may not work for you. But every time I was in trouble or I thought something really bad was happening or I was stressed out, I would think, it's not going to matter at Christmas. At Christmas, everything's going to be fine. And I would always say that to myself when I get really upset because Christmas is a happy time. So by the time summer gets here, worst case scenario, we're still dealing with this, but think about Christmas, right? Christmas will all be behind us, Alan.
We hope.
We hope so. It will be. It will be. Because all good things happen at Christmas.
Except Elf. All right, babe. This was fun.
Was it?
You got anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you too. Thanks for doing the podcast with me.
Yeah, this was a fun one. I love our listeners desperately. And I hope everybody's hanging in there and doing okay in quarantine.
Yeah, don't forget to nominate somebody that you would like to bless with a $1,000 gift card to livingspaces.com.
Living Spaces.
Pick somebody that's going above and beyond during this time of social distancing, quarantining, somebody that you think deserves a blessing right now. Podcast at kellyandallen.com. And that's KELLIE and ALLEN.com. 2 names that could be spelled a myriad of different ways. So that's how we spell it. And get those in by midnight Central Time on April the 14th. Okay, so we can give that gift card away on the April 16th podcast. And that's 2020. If you're listening to this way down the road, this is 2020. The deadline is April 14th, 2020.
Okay.
People go back and listen in the archives. So I want to make sure.
Some people go back to the very beginning.
Y'all
want
a good laugh.
Those are your very best customers. Hey, I had it together. I don't know about you. All right, babe. In the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye. We had to go. We're having power issues here.
Oh, is that why? Why don't you plug your thing in?
Well, that's why I was trying to finish her up. All right, guys.
How many minutes did we go?
52.
Your mom's cabbage is an Irish food.
It is not. It is not. It's a Filipino food.
But cabbage is Irish. It's considered.
Cabbage is Irish.
Corned beef and cabbage is considered Irish.
Cabbage is Irish.
Corned beef and cabbage is a traditional Irish dish.
It's not corned beef and cabbage.
But you serve it with cabbage, corned beef, and I have some in the freezer.
Cabbage is Irish, guys. I just learned something.
It's a cabbage. Cabbage is an Irish dish.
It took me 48 years to learn that cabbage is Irish. St. Paddy's Day. It is not. It is not. Cabbage is not Irish. In fact, like you're trying to tell me cabbage was invented in Ireland? Is that what happened?
I don't know. Hey, what was your list of, the first thing you asked me, a list of questions?
A list of what you've been doing in quarantine. Have you questions? Have you sung out the window? Have you?
Yeah, but how would we, I have a list of,
Oh, but Bethany has masks. Yeah, Bethany, we'll take you up on that because we have a couple of bandanas, and I made some, and we have hair ties, you know. But if you have some, and
We'll
you're
donate them to a medical professional.
Yeah,
to
do
the
that.
medicals. We would, you know, we're good with our makeshift ones. If you have real good ones, donate them to retirement homes or medical centers. That we would be honored if you do that.
Yeah,
We're good.
I mean, if
we
you
could
had
do
some
it.
lying around, but yeah, give them to the medical people first. We have the bandanas.
What was some of the questions you asked me? Has she sung?
Have you referred to Corona as Rona? Have you forgot what day it is? Oh, wow. That's awesome, Bethany. She said she made 100 of them. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I got to shut her down here. I'm about to run out of juice. So I'm going to close out, and we will see you guys Wednesday, day after tomorrow. We'll see you soon. Okay. Bye.